Hey YouTube, this is TCA Gaming. So we have another promotion video. Today we're not actually going to be opening up any old Wizards of the Coast product. This is actually a random pre-constructed kind of lot that someone wanted me to show an example of for what they sell on eBay. They seem to be kind of new to the whole eBay selling thing, but they've been collecting for a long time. They have their collection ranges all the way back from the original Wizards of the Coast sets all up to the newest Sun and Moon stuff. In fact, I even saw a Jungle Unlimited sealed booster box, but that was sold. So I mean, it went really fast. He had a good price on it, and this is one of the lots he still has for available for sale. And from what he tells me, everything in these lots, they're mint condition. He basically opened up the booster packs and then top loaded everything, but you could get a wide variety of cards. He says that this is an example of one of the lots that he sells. It's nothing special that he sent to me. It's just a typical lot that he's selling, and they're only 25 bucks. So let's go through and let's see if we can get that $25 value out of the cards that he sent. So first off, you start off with 15 online codes. And this is not a part of the 33 card lot. This is just kind of like you get 33 cards plus 15 code cards. So we've got us a Primal Clash booster, Fates Collide. This one's blank, but it's actually a Legendary Treasures code. And that's really cool. That's over $1 per code now. We've got us a Breakpoint booster, Roaring Skies, another Breakthrough, another Breakpoint, and then this one is another Legendary Treasures code card. We've got Fates Collide, Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, another Primal Clash, another Fates Collide, and Fates Collide. So a lot of X and Y code cards with those two premium Legendary Collection code cards. So I mean, it's easy to say you got close to $5 worth of codes right there, if not a little bit more, depending on where you're buying them from. First card in the lot he has here is a Twins, and this is a reverse holo from Heart Gold Soul Silver. So let's check out the condition. And this would have pretty much had to have been straight from pack to a sleeve, because these reverse holos get damaged very easily. So I'm not sure how much that one's worth. Probably a couple bucks, no problem. Next up we have Jaw Fossil. This is a reverse holo from Furious Fist. That's probably more of like a bulk reverse holo. Then we've got a Dual Ball from Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think this might be Unleashed. That other one was Triumphant. I can't quite tell. It might be Undaunted. I get those two mixed up a lot of times. And we've got another reverse holo from Triumphant, Heart Gold Soul Silver Triumphant. It's Seeker. So if you guys are looking for his eBay store and you might want to check out one of these lots, it's the first link down there in the description. We've got us a Groudon Spirit Link. That's from Primal Clash, probably closer to a bulk reverse holo. Here we've got a Feraligatr, and if you notice something special, this is from Heart Gold Soul Silver, but it's actually probably the Theme Deck promo, because if you look at the foil, it's like, I think they call this Cracked Ice or Shattered or 3D. I mean, there's a lot of different little names for it, but this one actually, you can see it all the way up above the picture into those two little lines there that were present on a lot of the Heart Gold Soul Silver stuff. So that's probably about a $2 or $3 promo. Easy. Then we've got us a Dragonite from Sun and Moon base set. That's a $1 card. You got an Uxie from Mysterious Treasures, in which it's got a nice swirl in the picture right at the top. Then it looked like there was a hollow bleed on it, but I can't really get to show now. Well, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. Maybe not so much on camera, but you can see it really good here in person, where it's just hollow bleeding all the way through. I'm not sure how much this one is worth, but being in such good condition, a lot of people who collect these sets, I mean, they won't pack fresh stuff, and it's almost impossible to find because they're not super expensive, so they're not really graded that much. But I'd say it's easily a $3 or $4 card. Next up, we have Zapdos from Legendary Treasures. It's about a $1 card. Then we've got us an Arceus. Check this out. This is one of the secret rares from the set. Let's see if I can push this thing out. I'm not too much of a fan of the perfect sleeves myself. Man, it's in really good shape, and these are very hard to get in good shape. And this is the AR9. Usually these are worth about $3. There's a few of them that are worth a little bit more, but I would say that this could easily get a Gem Mint 10 grade. Like, man, I'm not seeing anything wrong with it at all. Very nice. Hard to put a price on a card like that because there are many people who do grade those. And I would say that's easily a very, very gradable card. Next up, we have a Mew EX. Probably the most expensive raw card that we've seen so far. I'm not sure what these go for now. I would estimate about $10 or so. Again, really good shape. I'm going to put this back into my own regular penny sleeve. I kind of like the regular sleeves. They have a little extra room on the side. For me, the perfect fit sleeves for single cards makes it more, like, you have a better chance of damaging it when you pull it out. Although I love the perfect fit sleeves, as you guys know, for the PSA stuff. Next up, we've got us a full art Mega Aggron EX. Man, and it looks pretty good too. Full arts, especially from Primal Clash, are really tough to get Gem Mint 10s on. A lot of them had impression dots on the backside, as well as just regular edge wear from where they were being cut. Really nice card. Probably at least $6-7. Next up, we have us a Leafeon EX. Ooh, look at that one. This is the one from Generations. I'm not sure what it's at now. It's probably a $3 or $4 card. Maybe a little bit less. I'm not sure how bad those tanked. Next up, we have us a Chandelure EX. Man, so we're really hitting these EXs hard. And this is from Black and White Legendary Treasures. Again, this is about a $2 or $3 card. It may have went up a little bit since Black and White has been out for so long. Then we've got XY Evolutions, and we've got us the Charizard EX. Man, that's a really nice card. 5 EXs in a row. Looks really good. Probably at least $4. Next up, we've got us a Sabrina's Gengar. Now, this card, you wouldn't think that just a non-holo rare is worth that much, but the Sabrina's Gengar, last I sold it for was about $5.99, and it may have come down a little bit. The rares from Wizards of the Coast, they were hot for a while, and they dipped some, but I would still say it's worth close to $4 or $5. Now we've got us a Dark Flareon. I always like the Dark Flareon, the Dark Vaporeon, and the Dark Jolteon from Team Rocket. And then if you notice right here, it's a first edition. So this isn't a rare, but it's still worth a couple bucks just because it's a first edition and it's Flareon. And then on top of that, it's the only Dark Flareon. Next up, we have Skitty, and this is a reverse holo from Ruby and Sapphire. And man, I tell you what, the best part so far that I've seen about all these cards is they really are pack fresh. And a lot of these are better than pack fresh than what you would pull. I mean, the Ruby and Sapphire reverse holos, if this wasn't pack fresh, there's no way it would be in this good a shape. I probably just damaged it by pulling it out of the case. Next up, we have a Japanese card. I don't know much about the Legend series for the Japanese holos. I would think that it's at least a $1 card. I think we've already hit that $25 mark if any of you have been keeping up. Next up, we got the Meowth. This come with the Pikachu in the very first Pokemon 10 back in 2003. It was like a silver square lunchbox 10 kind of deal, and you could get a Pikachu and a Meowth, and they were sealed together in one little package. This is the number 13. It's actually only about a $1, $2 card, but still really cool. You don't exactly see Nintendo promos out there that much. Next up, we've got us a Meryl from Neo Genesis, and this is the Japanese version of the card. Not much value here in this one, probably more of a bulk card. That's really the only fluff card that I've seen so far. I mean, there's a few in the beginning, but man, it's been really good quality. Next up, we have a holo Hitmonchan, and this is from the reprint of base set or the expansion set, base expansion set. It's CP6. I'm not sure what it's worth. I would think about $1, maybe a little less. I know the English ones aren't. You can pick up for about 50 cents. Now this is a pretty cool pickup. We got us another first edition. We've got a Dark Charmeleon from Team Rocket. This is probably the most expensive uncommon from that set. I would think you could get it for about $3 or $4, but in this condition, you might be paying a little bit more than that. I know I usually sell mine for about $5, and they sell very quickly. Next up, we have a reverse holo or parallel holo from EX Delta Species, the cast form. Now, I'm not going to put a price on this one. just off the top of my head. But usually these right here, the cast forms, they have a really variable price. Some of them are worth quite a bit. Some of them aren't worth that much. But this could be a $1 card. It could be a $10 card. I don't have all of those personally memorized. Next up, we have another first edition card, and this is from Gym Heroes, and it's a common Brock's Vulpix. It's probably about worth $1. I like the mix. He's got first editions, he's got holos, he's got non-holos, he's got Japanese, he's got EX series. I mean, it looks like he's pulling a lot of different cards from different generations. Next up, we have Blaine's Ponyta, also from Gym Heroes. Again, first edition. And man, I tell you what, he hit the nail on the head when he said these cards were in mint condition. And that's something hard to find. A lot of people who make these lots, even sometimes when I used to, you just don't find mint stuff. Next up, we have a Rockets Hitmonchan. And then this is a Japanese. It's in Japanese. I can't remember if this is Gym 1 or Gym 2 in Japanese because they kind of flip-flopped a lot of the cards compared to the English set, or I guess the English flip-flopped a lot of the cards compared to the Japanese, since Japanese come out first. Next up, we've got us a Brock's Vulpix. So it's the exact same one that you see there in the background that was in the English version, but this is the Japanese copy. Next up, we have Erica's Execute. Again, this is from one of the Japanese gym sets. This would most likely be Gym Heroes. Here's a good pull. Wow, look at that. So we've got us a Blaine's Moltres, like with the Mega Swirl. Beautiful condition. Man, I might go buy some of these myself just because this is a fun little opening. All these cards that he's just got coming out of here. And again, you get 33 cards plus 15 unused code cards. In fact, I'll show you what he lists out before I show the last couple. So if you look right here, you get 15 code cards, 5 reverse trainers or supporter cards, 5 holo rares, 5 mix of EX/EX Full Arts, GX Megas, EX Rares. I mean, that's about what a lot of the lots guarantee you nowadays anyways. You get 15 mix of vintage, English and Japanese, rares and commons, first editions, commons and holos. So it says you also have the chance to pull Delta species and other secret rares as well. So that's pretty cool. And then you also get 2 guaranteed holographic cards from Wizards of the Coast. And that's where we're at now. So I'm getting ready to show you those. And then you get 1 bonus card. Could be from any set, English or Japanese. So we'll show the bonus card first, and then we'll look at the Wizards of the Coast stuff. So here's your bonus card from it's the Typhlosion from the Nintendo Black Star Promos number 34. And I'd probably say this is the only card I've seen so far that wouldn't be up there in the mint category. You can see a little ding right there, and then you can also see a little chipping down there at the bottom. You can kind of see the ding when I flash it over here now. But still, overall, a really cool card. And this was just a bonus anyways, so it's not like it was in the 33 that you were purchasing. So let me put that one off to the side. And now let's check out the 2 Wizards of the Coast cards. So the first one we have is from Base Set 2, Clefable. Now this is a tough card to get in mint condition, so we're going to check it out. You can still see the printing lines right there, but that's I would expect that. Like, this is a really tough card to find in absolute mint condition. He could have easily just pulled this directly out of the pack and then compared it to this one, and then this one would have been better. A lot of the cards from Base Set 2 have printing lines, but overall this is in really good shape. I'm not seeing much edge wear on the back at all. Really nice. Usually when people say they have mint Wizards of the Coast holographics, I don't ever count on mint condition. Then next up, we've got us a Fossil Hitmonlee. Wow, and this one looks beautiful. Look at that. I'm shining the light directly on it. Not coming up with hardly anything. And the back side, again, it looks great. Man, great condition. So from what I can tell, he's already sold out of these things once. So if you want a 25 card lot or a 33 card lot plus 15 code cards just like this one, go check out the link in my description. I think he only sells them for 25 bucks, and we all know that with the cards that I just pulled, if it's something similar to this, you're going to get well worth your money. So go check him out. Go check out his card lot, because I think he did a great job putting that together. And it was super fun. There's all kinds of different cards here, so I might buy another one of these myself and then open it up on the channel. But anyways, thanks guys for checking out the video.